What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a little bit of a look at some good One Piece news. There's some things going on in the One Piece TCG about which we should be pretty gosh darn excited. So let's start off with something that I've almost shown you a few times, but I've not been able to show you, but now I can show you. And this is lovely. We've got ourselves a new Jinbei. We've been waiting for this Jinbei. I told you that this Jinbei was going to be coming out in the new issue of V-Jump magazine. It is now out in the new issue of V-Jump magazine, and it has actually released at this stage, I should say. That is quite important to note. And this is awesome. And I love this. And this makes me very, very happy indeed. I did do the translation for this myself, for what it's worth. So, yeah, what we've got is a 4-cost, 5,000 power character, counter plus 2,000, and the counter plus 2,000 is a pretty big deal. And then we've got, on play, you get to rest one of your opponent's 1-cost or lower characters. That's what it does. On play, rest one of your opponent's 1-cost or lower characters. And on the one hand, yes, it's not much that you're resting here, let's be honest with you. It's 1 cost or less. It's not exactly going to be resting every single character. But, you know what? If nothing else, it's counter plus 2,000. That's pretty good. It's 5,000 power, so that's decent. And yes, I know vanilla will be 3 cost 5k, so fine. But it's, still got 5,000 power. The relevance, of course, is that the minimum you genuinely need to attack with is 5k, because the vast majority of leaders are 5,000 power, and the tie goes to the attacker. Of course, we did see, actually, at Liverpool, the regionals I casted just last weekend, Luffy went and won the starter deck 10 Luffy, which does actually have 6k, which was kind of interesting, but as a general rule, 5k is all you need. And then you get to rest a 1-cost or lower character. Is this perfect and stunning and amazing? No. Is it a nice handy bonus? Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it actually is. I mean, we got a bunch of 1-cost blockers around. Things like Tony Chopper, which are quite relevant, which is nice. And certainly we've got a bunch of cards that reduce cost in black, for instance, so if you wanted, you could play something like Isho, which is a green-black leader, which would then allow you to reduce the cost of your opponent's characters down using the black cards, and then go and rest it with this while having a 2k. It seems like a decent card. It doesn't seem like a stunning card, or a perfect card, or anything like that. It seems like a decent card. You've got 2k, you've got a skill that can rest, you've got a decent amount of power. The 4 cost is not ideal, but there's a decent amount to like here. Now, a couple other things we need to note about this. Firstly, it is coming in the issue of V-Jump, which has just released. And I know it's just released because I literally went and ordered it this morning. Because it's out. And what am I going to do? Not get an issue of a Japanese magazine that's got a One Piece promo in? Come on! That's ridiculous. I'm going to order all the magazines that have promos in because that's what I do. Plus, I like flicking through Japanese magazines. I'm learning to read Japanese, and this is all lots of fun. This is cool. If you're looking for it, this is the one that you need. Now, there is one other very important thing you need to know about this. Although, I'll be honest with you, I think for most people watching, it's not going to be relevant, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It is not legal for the big tournament coming up on the 21st of November. That is, of course, today. There is a One Piece Card Game Championship second preliminary area tournament, basically big One Piece tournament, in Hiroshima, which is happening on, November the 23rd on Thursday, which is a holiday over in Japan. You cannot use this Jinbei. It is not legal for that tournament. I don't think many of you watching are planning to enter that tournament, if I'm 100% honest. However, if you are, please note that this Jinbei will not be legal for that tournament. There we go. Now I've told you. But this is not the only magazine promo which is coming out over in Japan. There is also a Kozuki Momonosuke, and I told you we had the artwork for it. And incidentally, I told you that the artwork we see in the previews in the magazines generally tends to be the artwork when the card is revealed and released. That is the case for both your Jinbei and your Momonosuke here. And yeah, it's a vanilla card. 6 cost, 8,000 power, counter plus 1,000, yellow card. This is what we see from vanilla cards. They have a power 2 more than their cost, 6 cost, 8,000 power. They have counter plus 1,000, and that's it. Now, I will say the artwork on this one is flat out ridiculous, stunning, and I love it. And again, if you've read the anime, watched the manga... Wait, no, that's the wrong way around. If you've read the manga or watched the anime, there we go. You're going to look at this and go, that's really cool. I get what's going on here. And it's kind of lovely. It's a great little nod to the actual source material here. But if you're not into that, if you just play the card game, it's just a cool piece of art. It is a Wano, and it is a Kozuki clan. So that's what you're talking about here in terms of traits. And having a look over on onepiece-cardgame.dev, which is still the best place to go and search for all of this lovely... Well, when you're looking for a particular kind of One Piece card, it's the best place to go. There is no 6-cost vanilla Wano character. We don't have that in the game right now. If we go and look for 6-cost vanilla Kozuki characters, well, there's actually no 6-cost Kozuki characters at all, honestly, over in yellow. So if you're looking for a 6-cost vanilla 8k, and we do see these exact, your 6-cost 8k power, we see these see play sometimes. Charlotte Perospero is one that sees a bunch of play in yellow decks as just a searchable 6-cost 8,000 power. Fukurakujo does see a bit of play in some purple decks, and heartbreakingly there was a Kuro deck that I thought got top 32 at Liverpool this past weekend, actually bubbled out at 33rd with an 8-2 record, but that Kuro from OPO4 was played in that deck as well. If you need a decent vanilla attacker of a particular type, great news, this will work in that particular kind of deck. Take something like the Yamato deck, which is going to be coming around in OPO6. We know Yamato's coming. Relevant because we've got a yellow and green Wano leader. Very important because they're literally the 3 things that we're looking for here. And then you've got a Wano searcher in terms of Kozuke Momonosuke. That is the one from OPO1. Yes, same character, although no dragon form here, unfortunately. So if you're playing Yamato and you're playing that and you want a 6-cost 8,000 power, and I've already shown you some of those see play, yeah, this is a kind of thing that could work quite nicely. Just an example, but that's kind of where I'm going for here. We see that they sometimes see play. I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is a super exciting card that's going to break the meta game, because it's not, and it's not. However, I am going to tell you that these kind of cards do see play sometimes, and in the right deck, this could see a bunch of play, which is actually kind of lovely. Yes, I have told you previously about the Tony Chopper card. Now, this is really cool because it's drawn by Mian Rebeko, or the author thereof, I should say. And yeah, that's coming around in a magazine as well, which has not yet been released, unfortunately. When it is, I will, of course, let you know. Now, there's one other thing we need to have a talk about here, and that is just very quickly that we have got a pop-up store which has come around in Osaka. Now, I told you there was going to be a pop-up store in Osaka Umeda, so that in and of itself is not that unusual because I've literally already shared that story with you. What is cool is they are repeating their trick, and I mean that with love. Because what they are doing is they are once again giving away the Gear 5 Luffy Don. And in order to get the Gear 5 Luffy Don, what you need to do is basically go and take pictures of cards from OPO6 that are pasted around the city, post them on Twitter, and then go and show and prove that you posted them on Twitter, and then doing that will get you the card. And I love this. This is exactly what they did with OPO5 in Shibuya. And I did previously show you that because I was in Japan when that happened, and I went around Shibuya and found it. And honestly, like, the coolest thing for me was walking around the city of Shibuya. It's like a city within Tokyo. Walking around that city and just seeing like every card from OPO5, including all of the alternate arts and all of that, just randomly pasted around the city, on bus stops, on buildings, just everywhere you go. And they'll tweet out images like this, which is their way of saying like, hey, like today, the card we really want to see, today's favorite card is Perona. The alternate art pro, another one which I am absolutely in love with. I want to play that deck when this set comes out, and I really want it to be good. But you find that card with a couple of others, and you tweet it out, you get yourself the Dawn, jobs are good, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, this has happened again. If you are in Osaka, or you have a chance to go to Osaka in the next few days, might I suggest you find your way over to here, because oh my word, it's just awesome. I love it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Right, that's what you need to know, and now it's over to you guys. Have you pre-ordered this V-Jump with Jinbei? Are you planning to do so? Have you pre-ordered the Psycho Jump that is coming with Momonosuke? Or are you not going to bother? Are you able to get to Osaka? And if not, how much would you love one of these pop-up stores where you live? Let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.